So, we are 10 days out now. It is coming down to the wire. 10 days. Today is November 11th, 2015, Wednesday. Training shoulders. The past 4 days I was at 0 carbs and 0 fats. At the most I was getting like 10 grams of fat a day, eating 300 grams of protein. Today was my high carb day, so got in 200 grams of carbs, loaded up with like 50 grams of fat. Still gonna hit 300 protein by the end of the day. I already got my fat and my carbs in, so it's just protein from here and out. And hitting some delts, Court Jester, Binghamton, New York, and I feel good. It's insane the past 4 days how, honestly, I mean, I mentally thought I was prepared for it, but it was the hardest I have ever had to work towards a diet and towards show prep, and it's paid off so far. So, but I can't even explain the night and day difference already that I feel in here. We're just getting started, but for the past four days I haven't been able to get any bit of a pump in here or anything at all. But now with the carbs and me feeling great, filling out a lot more, a whole lot more. So, but yeah, so still doing a lot of cardio. I got to finish up my workout here, finish with some cardio, do some posing, and get ready. Peak week's coming up soon, real soon, 10 days. So I've competed now since 2012 when I just turned 20 years old, Arnold Classic, and since then I've improved every year, and my knowledge on the sport has grown every year. You find new tactics and theories and styles of training and dieting that work best for you, and it's very safe to say that right now this industry, this sport, and this lifestyle is booming and taking off, and everyone wants to do it, and everyone wants to, you know, be healthy and fit, and that's one thing, but now everyone wants to compete and everyone wants to be a top competitor and whatnot, and I think that's completely awesome. That's amazing. I support everyone who does it, but the one thing I think everyone needs to understand is people are just too scared to struggle. They're too scared to work hard. And I will be the first to admit that was once me, where there's been times where I've gone through a show prep and I was literally saying at the end, I was like, that was an easy show prep. I feel, honestly, if you go through a show prep and you say that was easy, then you weren't working hard enough. And if you ended up winning when you say it was easy, you get a trophy, you win your show or whatever, most likely you were not in a competitive show. Today, people are scared to just do what it takes to become the best of the best. And you can come down to the theories of flexible dieting. Like, yeah, scientifically it works and whatnot, but it's just an excuse for people to not have to grind through eating the same plain, bland foods over and over again, dropping your carbs down to virtually nothing. That's something I've honestly never had to do before. I've never been 0 carbs and 0 fat until this prep, and it's when I realized, you know, maybe all these shows in the past, I wasn't doing what it takes. I wasn't working hard enough. And yeah, I've worked my ass off, I've struggled, but I was scared to do that. I was honestly scared to do 0 carb, 0 fat. And now getting through it, I realize you have to struggle in order to shine. And you really, really have to struggle. And the more you struggle, the more you work at it, the higher you're gonna shine, the higher you're gonna climb. And that's just the problem nowadays, is people don't wanna go through that hurt and that struggle. And I just feel that if you're going to live this lifestyle, if you're gonna do this sport, you need to do whatever it takes. And what are you going to do to become the best person? What are you going to do to be better than everyone around you? To be a top competitor? Because there's no reason that you should ever even consider getting into the sport unless you have a goal of being the best at it. Be the absolute best. Why would you do anything in your life unless you had the goal and the mentality and the mindset and the confidence that I will become the best person at this sport, at this whatever it is. And in order to do that, you need to do whatever it takes. How far are you willing to go? Ask yourself that. When you go to the gym today, when you wake up this morning, how far are you willing to go for what you want to become?